If you live in the central Okanagan area and require air compressor service or repair, please give Murray a call at Repair 250-826-6533. That's Murray at Repair 250-826-6533. Quality work at a fair price. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gene Edwards. This is my game review for the Edmonton Oilers Columbus Blue Jackets at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio for April the 22nd, 2022. We knew this was eventually going to happen, that eventually they would lose a game. I actually had a bad feeling when I did this preview yesterday. Just the fact that they had to travel, the fact that they're playing on the last, like on 1 day rest. I had a funny feeling that the Oilers were going to have a tough time against the Blue Jackets, and they did, as they fell 5-2 to the Blue Jackets. Here are some of my game notes for this game. So right in the first period, Kane snipes one top shelf. Kane is looking so good as an Edmonton Oiler. I don't know if, like, where fans actually stand on re-signing him, because he has had a poor history with teammates on several organizations. Is that eventually going to come to the surface as an Oiler if we sign him to a longer-term deal? I don't know, but I tell you what, he looks magnificent. Draisaitl was favoring his wrist in this game a little bit. Now, I do remember just prior to his injury where he went awkwardly into the boards. I believe it was a game against Anaheim. And I was wondering what was wrong with him. It looked like something was wrong with his knee. But there was times he would take off his glove and he had bandaging around his wrist. I'm wondering if this is still something lingering from that time. So yeah, that was definitely something noticed as he was on the bench. He was kind of favoring his wrist a little bit. Yammer was absolutely robbed from a McDavid pass. Merzlikhin looked really good tonight. The puck was very, very, very bouncy tonight. And so I did a little check on what the temperature was in Columbus, and it was 28 degrees. Nationwide Arena is a 22-year-old arena. It's actually about middle of the pack as far as age-wise goes for the arena. So I'm just wondering if their cooling systems are advanced enough and up-to-date enough to deal with the hot weather. Because 28 degrees is pretty hot. And I suspect that might have had a reason why the puck was bouncy. Because, I mean, Koskinen didn't look that great. But also, at the same time, there was a lot of bouncy pucks that kind of snuck by him. And you can't really fault him on that. In the second period, Draisaitl rips one home short side again. It's funny that on a power play that you always seem to see this goal happen over and over. You would think coaches would try to cover him more. I don't know. It's tough to say. It's when you got McDavid dancing around, you got to cover him. It's eventually things open up, but yeah, another rifle home short side. Beautiful goal. He's still chasing Matthews, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, and then there was and I think this is where the turn of the game happened. I thought it was kind of a BS call, but then again, I'm biased. I am an Edmonton Oilers fan, but it looked like a BS bench minor call in the third period against the Edmonton Oilers that I think actually costed the game. This made it a 3-2 game as they scored on that power play. And even Louis DeBrusque on the broadcast was questioning it as well. So anyway, let's get into the scoring summary of this game. So in the first period, Evander Kane, his 21st from McDavid at 3:08. So Oilers come out of the gates flying, looking good. And then at 15:58, Eric Robinson of the Blue Jackets scores his 10th from Nick Blankenberg and Jakub Voracek. We have a 1-1 tie going into the second period. As mentioned, Leon Draisaitl gets his 55th on a power play. Man, I wonder what his power play total is going to be when it's all done and said. He's just lighting it up on the power play this year. This is from Barry and McDavid. It's 2-1. We go to the third period where Oliver Bjorkstrand gets his 25th from Cole Sillinger and Nikif Glumsquist. Gustav Nyquist. I don't know where I was going with that. And we have a 2-2 game. Again, like I say, there was that crappy power play, and I think this is what costed them as Nick Blankenberg gets a power play goal at 9:14 from Borkstrand and Voracek. We have a 3-2 game. Then Jack Roslovic gets his 21st from Nyquist and Voracek again. And then it was Cole Sillinger into the empty net to cap off the game at 5-2. This was his 15th from Bjorkstrand. So, yeah, a bit of a rough night for Koskinen. The season series is split 1 game apiece as the Oilers defeated the Blue Jackets back in December 16th. That was one of their rare wins that they got through the month of December. And then as far as the standings go, or not standings, sorry, team stats go, the Oilers outshot the Blue Jackets 35-31. They had, let me just see the quality, high score, high danger chances. So Edmonton had 9 high danger chances. Blue Jackets had 8. So it was very close as far as the high danger chances. The hits were 21-8 for the Blue Jackets. So Blue Jackets were definitely showing a bit more of a physical punch to the game today. Face-offs, 29-27, so very close on the face-offs. And then the rest is pretty much even with exception to penalty minutes. Edmonton took 20 penalty minutes to Columbus's 8. And the block shots were dead even at 10 apiece. So yeah, that's your basically your stats for the game. The stars for the game is Nick Blankenberg. He's the first star. 1 goal, 1 assist for Columbus. Number 2 is Elvis Merlikins, as he stops 33 saves for a .943 save percentage. And then Jakub Voracek gets 3 assists. This is your ESPN stars. I personally think that, well, you know what? That could probably be very accurate. The Oilers looked pretty good. McDavid could have been in the stars there as well, but oh well, whatever. It is what it is. So the updated standings now for the Edmonton Oilers. Obviously, no change in it. They're still at 98 points, 46, 26, and 6 for 98. We're anticipating what the LA Kings are going to do. They don't play till Wednesday. Vegas Golden Knights are playing tonight. And right now, their chances to make the playoffs are 25.9% chance. Their chances to come in third place is about 3.1%. So if the Vegas Golden Knights manage to squeak in there, it's highly unlikely that they will take the Kings out, because 1 win for the Kings or 1 loss for the Vegas Golden Knights, and it will be an Edmonton-LA first round matchup with Edmonton getting home ice. We hope that they get at least 1 more win. They have 3 games remaining against Pittsburgh, San Jose, and Vancouver, so we hope that they can manage that. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for this afternoon. I am going to be shooting my preview video for the Pittsburgh Penguins in about an hour from now, just to get that out of the way. So the stats aren't going to be too not right up to date, but I have a busy day tomorrow, so I have to shoot this video today. I will talk to you guys in a couple hours. Oiler fans, the #1 fan base in North America. If you guys like the content that Sammy and I bring you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and leave messages in the comment section below. We will talk to you soon. Have a great night.